Alright, here we are for round number 5, playing against Uncle Istvan. Yes, I'd like to play first. I don't know, this is probably a keep. Hopefully we're playing against Stompy and they have a slow draw. I don't really know what a keep is in this deck. I can beat one like Disfigure, but I can't beat any other removal at all. Island. I assume that like Delver is a pretty bad matchup for my hand, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad matchup for the deck. This might not be Delver. It could be like Is It Blitz, and I assume we're kind of a bad version of Is It Blitz, but we'll find out. Looks like they have a slow draw. They have to ponder and preordain. Anytime these decks have to play their cantrips on the first couple turns, they lose a ton of power. Okay. Opponent went top. Get Probe makes me think it's Kiln Fiend. Okay, we're on some Tireless Tribe combo here. This is also a deck that's faster than us. So, well, we're about the same. I think they have a few more turn 2 kills than I do. I think I'm going to block here. And I'll Mutagenic Growth, and I'll pay the life for it. Okay, they're not attacking, so that's good. Well, let's see if my opponent is dead. So I want to make sure all my stuff resolves. So 5. So I do have enough. They know I have enough. This deck plays counterspells. I'm not sure they'll be able to get through a Blighted Agent, but I also don't think they'll be able to counterspell me and kill me next turn. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, I think maybe I should go for it next turn instead. And just play out... I'm going to play out this Blighted Agent. I'm too scared. So they have to give this guy unblockable and have Inside Out. Okay, they had a Circular Logic. So we wouldn't have had lethal, although I don't think they have enough cards now, right? Unless they have a Gush. I'll play the other Rancor. Is this a Daze? Okay. So that's actually fine. Now it's going to be really tough for them to Inside Out me this turn. Although if they just have, they might have enough with just a Squadron Hawks, or like even just a Gush is probably enough. Looks like they do have the Gush. So they need an Inside Out plus an unblockable thing, but that will be enough to kill me. Turn 4 kill with double counterspell is pretty busted. Okay, they know I have nothing. So I got 6, 7, 8, and then the 1 poison already. So I don't have enough to kill them. Any pump spell will be enough to kill them though. They need to have, okay, that's interesting. That tells me they're probably not going for it this turn. So I'm gonna try to play this Groundswell. We'll see if that works. Okay, then I'm going to play the Blight Mamba. I just want to make sure these things resolve before I go attacking with my Blighted Agent. They don't have anything that... Do they have spells that give protection from a color? You guys know? Or do all of their spells give completely unblockable? Like, do they just play the Shadow one? Or do they play, like Apostle's Blessing? I'll have to quick look it up. I don't know what this deck plays. All right. Let's see. Tireless Tribe. So I'm pulling up the deck here. Just want to make sure that they don't play Apostle's Blessing. It looks like they've been playing Giga Draws. Yeah, no Apostle's Blessings in this list. It just looks like Shadow Rift and stuff like that. Let's double check what green printing is doing. All right, yeah, it doesn't look like there are any, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack with both. Okay. No real reason to play the Mutagenic Growth yet. So let's see if they have it. Gosh. Looks like oh, maybe not. Unless they're just showing off. They already knew my card, so that one definitely won't do it. All right, we did it. I wonder if they play Lotus Petal. I don't think so. Looks like they couldn't find their Inside Out. So these all look great. And the rest of our cards look terrible. So let's bring all those in. I don't think I need any of these Apostles' Blessings. They don't really have... yeah, they don't really have anything that I would want to Apostles' Blessing. I mean, they have Journey to Nowhere, maybe. Also don't know which list this player's on, because they've actually changed quite a bit. Like, their interaction is a lot different than when I played this for my video series. When I played this for my video series, they had, like, main deck Sunlance and stuff, which I hated. And now it looks like it's gone from the lists. But they still have some stuff. Like, they've got Piracy Charm and stuff. Maybe I do want the... I don't think I want the Apostle's Blessing. They seem like the worst card. And then I think... they're playing Augur Ebola, so maybe I do want the Distortion Strikes still. Mutagenic Growth still seems pretty good. Maybe the Rancors, or I could cut, like, the Blight Mambas. They don't really have a lot of removal. Let's cut the Blight Mambas. Alright, let's try this. So we are playing for our tournament life here, playing for our trophy. No green, all green spells. Sounds about right for this deck. We'll mulligan that. This one I can keep. Groundswell seems pretty decent. I'll put that on top. So Vines of the Vastwood fizzles their combo, so that's a nice card to have. So I'm going to lead off with my Glistener Elf, and then I do have a tough spot. I know I'm drawing that Groundswell. Like, I have to decide if I want to play... I think I'm going to play the Rancor next turn. Okay, they do have a Tireless Tribe. But they're a little short on cards. Okay, I'm just going to play that. I'm going to make sure it resolves first. Like, I don't want to get that dazed and then lose. So I can't just play around, like I can't just hold up mana the whole game, play around everything. Maybe I should have put this Groundswell on the bottom. I think I would have preferred, like I really would like to draw another Forest, would be nice. That way I can play one of these cards and hold up my Vines to stop their Tireless Tribe. Because I don't think I have a fast enough clock right now. I want to at least get this Rancor down. But I do like keeping a guy back just so they have to give it shadow as well on the same turn. Another probe. Be kind of nice if these probes were actually damaging my opponent. Like maybe they should get an infect as well for that. All right. Just want to thank all of the people who are watching, all the viewers right now. I see a lot of new names in the viewer list. Also, you know, people that I know from Discord and stuff that are here. All right, we drew the forest, which is like the best possible draw here. Then I'm going to put a Rancor on the Ichor Claw Mirror and just attack with that. So Circular Logic could counter that if they want. So now they need a lot of stuff. They need a way to counter my vines. They need a way to get through my Glistener Elf, and they need an Inside Out. Yeah, exactly, TV Kun. Wouldn't want to miss this awesome, like, skill-intensive... I mean, it is a skill-intensive deck. I mean, I already messed up, right? But it is a bit of a pile, that's for sure. The mana's just heinous. Yeah, Shadow Rift is fine. So I can't beat everything. Like if they have a Circular Logic, and like if they have an Inside Out and a Circular Logic, I can't actually beat it. My opponent's trying to figure out their colors and such. Okay. In general, I wouldn't recommend... I mean, did they look at my hand this turn, or was it just last turn? I guess they know what I have, so... So like I said, I can't beat Shadow Rift plus Circular Logic plus Inside Out. But what are you going to do, right? If they have all that stuff turn 4, then I lose. I also lose to a Dispel. Yep, alright, they got me. So, they got pretty lucky. They drew great. And they killed us. I don't think I could have done anything there. They could have always, like... I could have maybe presented lethal a turn sooner if I had played more aggressively. But they could have just Circular Logic, whatever I did to make it lethal. So I don't think it mattered. Yeah, I don't really want any of this other stuff. So let's just run it back. Pretty tough draw for our deck to beat there. Pretty tough draw for any deck that doesn't play removal to beat. And you would have needed 2 removal spells to do it. Well, alright. So, I'm going to be on the play this time. Why don't I get any, like, turn 2 or 3 kills, you know? I think I have to keep this. It's not great, but I've got 1 sideboard card. Got a Glistener Elf. Can pump it with this Groundswell right away. So, that seems fine to me. It's not like their deck is full of like creature interaction. Vines is a good draw. That gives me 1 more piece of interaction on their turn. No, that's true. I'm not playing 101 Grixis today. I probably won't be playing it at all today on the stream, simply because 1, it takes forever to play, and there's like a lot of games that get really boring if you play them all the way out. And for 2, it's not a good deck to play right now if people are all playing aggro stuff. Alright, they've got the tribe. I'm attacking in. Again, I can't beat the same stuff they had last time, so my opponent not afraid of another groundswell. Would have won there if this Vines had been another groundswell. Did I board out a groundswell? Is that the type of thing I boarded out? No, I boarded out the Blight Mambas, okay. So again, my opponent needs to have counter magic and be able to get by my creatures. I do have to decide here. So if I draw another island or something, I have to decide if I want to attack with both and put my opponent on a 2-turn clock, or if I'd rather force them to have a shadow spell. My opponent chose to not shuffle. Okay, so now I can't really block both of them. So I'm just going to attack with my guys. Alright, Dispel is an awesome draw. I guess, should I play around double days, or should I play around the fact that I might draw... Let's just attack with both and see what happens. Or should I play around the fact that I might draw another groundswell next turn? So my opponent is trading. So let's see. I think I would rather play for drawing a groundswell than play around double days. No attacks even, so I probably should have attacked me for 1 there, but that's okay. Man, I'm not even sure I want to play the Ichor Claw Mirror, but I think I probably should. Alright, so I am a lot more vulnerable to days now than I would have otherwise been. Shadow Rift is fine. Brainstorm definitely fine. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to face a lot of mid-range stuff, TV Kun, because mid-range decks still are fast enough to play, and they beat down on these kind of aggro decks. But like in this league, I've played against double stompy, mono black, like jank stuff, and what else did I play against? I don't remember. I beat something else. But like this is also an aggro deck, this Tireless Tribe deck. I mean, they're technically a combo deck, but they still just kill you with a creature right away. All right, what you got, opponent? So I'm dead to like a bunch of dazes, I think, but otherwise I think I'm okay here. I'm gonna let an Inside Out resolve. Then I'll have just Fog up. And they have to discard their whole hand to make it lethal. So they won't be able to hold up a counterspell for Fog. Should I block? What do you guys think? Oh, I can't block it as Shadow, so no decision here. Yep, I take it. Okay, so here's the Inside Out. But they have to discard 5 to make it lethal, and they have 5 cards, so they can't really get they can't get around my Fog at all. So I think we got this one. There goes their Dispel. How much is this? It's only 13. I mean, I'll take 13. That's cool. I think they needed me to Fog there, and like, yeah. We did it. So I get my bonus chest. 2 chests here. Sweet. Went 3-2 with Infect, so not too bad. You know, I actually don't think this deck is that terrible, but I do think that the sideboard is misbuilt for sure. Also, I think that the mana base is pretty bad and needs to have... I would probably not play the Simic Growth Chambers and would rather just play a blue-black tap land. And I'd definitely rather have some Ash Barrens in it. But otherwise, I don't think this deck conceptually is that terrible. You should be able to get... The blue really helps you against Stompy, so you should be able to get through their guys a little easier. And I punted away a match. Like, I should have gone 4-1 with this deck. So, I don't know. It seems okay. It just is kind of another version of kind of the same stuff that some other decks are doing, and I think it doesn't do it quite as well. Like the Tireless Tribe deck, I think, is about the same as this one, and I think that deck's a little more powerful than this. Same with Is It Blitz. I think Is It Blitz is stronger than Infect as well, and they do about the same thing. But, you know, if you want a deck like this, then this is a perfectly fine option for you guys. So I'm going to quick do the YouTube thing for all of you watching on YouTube. Look down below, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and yeah, just give me a follow. Follow me on Twitter if you want to be alerted anytime I go live on Twitch or anytime that I put out new videos. And I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.